Hello, it's Lexi here with my third transgendered vlog. Um, Today I'm going to talk about how hormones have impacted my transition, and I'm going to reflect on that decision. It's been over a year now. Um, the taking hormones, that was a difficult decision. It's I was so afraid because I don't know, being transgendered is like, it's a surreal experience. I wasn't sure if I was transgendered or not for a really long time. Um, and that made it difficult to discern whether or not being on hormones was a good decision, or whether or not I was going to do something that, I couldn't take back. um, so I actually had my hormones for about a week before I took my first pill. Um, But let me tell you, after I finally took that pill, I felt incredible. It was, doctors say that's mental, and it probably is, but it still feels good nonetheless. And um, I immediately wanted the changes to happen, but that, kind of out of the question. Um, so once you start taking them, it's a waiting game from there. It's really just a matter of paying attention to how you used to look and comparing and contrasting to how you now look. And that's important because the changes are slow and subtle, and it's important that you continue to pay attention because it's easy to miss things that changed. And it's easy to continue to hate on yourself and say, like, oh, nothing's happening, you know, when the things have changed. My face has become a lot rounder and a lot more feminine. I still have masculine skeletal features in certain respects, on my brow, for example, um, and things like that. Hormones won't change, but hormones do downplay those features and enhance your feminine qualities a lot more. Hormones have like rounded out my face. They've given me some small boobs of my own. I don't, my boobs aren't very big, but I've got like an A. So that's obviously extremely exciting. Um, I'm a little curvier. My thighs have a little bit more fat around them now, so my legs are still muscular, but they're like girl muscular. Um, my butt is awesome. I'm pretty excited about that. My skin is extremely soft. My arm hair is a lot lighter and blonder than it used to be. And the direct result of that is most likely because of a new hormone that I've been taking. I take estradiol 4 milligrams a day, and I take 150 milligrams of spironolactone a day, estradiol being estrogen and spiro being an anti-androgen. It's a testosterone suppressant. And I also take finasteride, and that because one of my friends told me that would have a more profound effect on the body hair, which so far it seems to have. My thigh hair is basically invisible now, and so I've seen a lot of very positive changes. It's been an overwhelming experience. At first, I felt like I hadn't seen anything, but it kind of all hit me all at once. Just how much had changed. Like, I just kind of woke up one day and looked in the mirror and was happy with what I saw for once. I looked at my body and I wasn't disgusted by what I saw. So that was a positive feeling. But like I said, hormones will not change everything. If you have masculine skeletal structure, by nature, the hormones won't change that. like I said, I have a fairly masculine brow, Adam's apple, certain features of my face, my nose. For that, I would need facial feminization surgery, which I'm not going to go into now, but it can be pretty expensive depending on what you want. I actually was just quoted for my facial feminization surgery, on whether or not I was trying to figure out whether or not I actually wanted it. I might go for it still, but it's very expensive. It's prohibitively expensive. So if I can figure out a way to pay for it, then I might. But otherwise, I'm probably not going to bother, because I just won't be able to. So yeah, there's that. I didn't start seeing development in any respect until about 3 weeks after I started the hormones. Then I kind of noticed certain small changes at first. My nipples hurt. Skin started to soften. After about maybe 3 months, I definitely had breast buds, and my skin was soft, very soft at that point, and it has been ever since. After about 4 months, I noticed the texture of my hair had changed. It had gotten a lot, I don't know, like softer and easier to manage, I guess. I don't know. That was more nebulous, kind of tougher to describe, but I didn't see lots of change personally, and bear in mind it's different for everyone. Like, everyone experiences HRT totally differently. This is not like a map on how it's going to be for you. This is just how it was for me. So comparing your dosages to me, comparing your development to me is not smart. That's a road that will lead to depression and self-deprecation, and I advise against it. I started on a significantly lower dose, and kind of raised it up over time. Your doctors will prescribe a dosage for you that they think is safe and good based off of the results from your blood work. So just trust your doctor. If you're concerned about a lower dosage, then mention it to them and talk with them about it. But yeah, anyway, it wasn't about until maybe 9 months that I noticed the real changes, like the curviness of my body that had improved, and I don't know, general shape, I guess. Yeah, but it's been extremely positive. I felt great. After 6 months, my confidence is just through the roof. It inspired me to go completely full-time. It inspired me to start working on my voice, which took a long time, and I'm pretty happy with it. I don't think it's quite there yet, but you know, the more I use it, the better it'll get. The hormones did not affect my voice at all. This is all through training. My brain kind of defaults to this. I'll do an episode on voice in the future. But yeah, overall, it's a positive experience. If you identify as transgender, I really recommend doing it earlier rather than later. That's important. The earlier you can do it, the better. No joke. It's definitely worth it to try and get on it early. But yeah, it's not a huge deal if you don't get on it early, but it is better. And the results will more likely be more profound if the earlier you start. This is a long episode. Can't believe I've already been talking for 9 minutes. So yeah, that's about it. That's just my personal experience with hormones. I'm loving it. I'm going to continue to do it forever. So thank you for watching. Once again, like, comment, subscribe, please. Really, it's important. I get more viewers that way, and I would like to have lots of viewers. Thank you for subscribing, those who already have. I love you. That means a huge amount. And I look forward to you guys watching and commenting on my videos, because I like comments. I try to respond to any questions that I get, but if I end up getting a lot of subscribers and my videos get bigger, I probably won't be able to respond on most of the questions. Sorry for that in advance if that happens. I don't know. So yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. If you have any suggestions for a future episode that you'd like to see me do, please comment about it. Even if I don't respond, I'll likely get to it in a future episode. I could use the inspiration. Thank you. Goodbye.